Hi Elaine, it's a pleasure to have you in our office. How are you doing today?
Hi David, the pleasure is all mine. I'm doing good. The traffic on the way here was a bit hectic though, but besides that, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I can imagine. It is a challenge to get to our office on weekdays. I'm doing fine as well. Just need a cup of coffee before. This will make my day even better.
Yeah, I get that. Me too. How are your kids, by the way? I heard that your daughter recently graduated.
Yeah, indeed. I'm so proud of her. But my younger son needs to work on his grades in school. How is your family doing?
Congratulations. Yeah, the same goes for my son. His grades are dropping and he's just always behind that laptop.
Yeah, when we were younger, we would always go outside. Not like this generation.
For real. Good times.
Yeah, but it was great catching up with you, Elaine. Let's go down to business, shall we?
Let's do that.
Yeah, I would like to ask you a question. How often do you find yourself using multiple mugs or bottles in the office?
Quite often, actually. I like to start my day off with some coffee, sometimes tea, and I always have a bottle of water with me.
Okay, follow up question. Have you ever heard of a bottle that has multiple purposes?
Hmm. What do you actually mean with that?
Like, you can use it for different occasions, from just drinking water to drinking tea within minutes?
Hmm. That sounds good. I actually recently talked to a client of mine, and we were always wondering why bottles only have one purpose. But that idea of yours, how would that work?
So recently, me and my colleagues were sitting in the office brainstorming about a new product we should develop, and we noticed we had a lot of used mugs on the table and in the whole office. This made us think of how can we combine all things at one, and then I realized that my brother works for Aerob. Have you ever heard of this company?
Hmm. Arab. The name does ring a bell. Actually, isn't that new trending water bottle company that's using smell technology to improve people drink water?
Yeah, indeed. So I asked him if he would be able to help us with his engineering skills in order to make a water bottle that can also serve as a tea bottle and can keep your tea steaming hot for more than an hour. We spent months refining the design, working through dozens of prototypes until we found out one that could maintain the perfect temperature for both hot and cold beverages. In the end, we managed to develop this glass bottle over here that has portable filter in it, which you can put tea in at any time, any moment to make your tea. Now we also managed to connect with AirUp itself, and currently working on merging our products.
That sounds interesting, but can you actually explain to me how the filter works, or maybe even show it to me if possible?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty easy mechanism I can show you. So you take the filter out of the bottle, then you open it up like this, and you put some tea in there. But you can also put a tea bag. It doesn't really matter if you don't have a regular tea. It's also fine. Then you close it, uh, put it back in the bottle, and then you start pouring water. It will go through this filter and will escape through these tiny holes. I don't know if you can see in the filter to prevent the tea leaves from
Mm-hmm.
getting into your drink.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your explanation. But I just have a question. There is so much competition in the water bottle industry. What is your strategy to become known, to make your product become known?
Yeah, you are totally right. You can find so many bottles nowadays which are also very affordable. So, in order to become knowledgeable in the industry, we are currently working with Aerob, thanks to my brother's connections, in order to merge our products and release a bottle that can be used for regular water, tea, and also flavored water.
What kind of value do you want to give your customers with this water bottle?
So, as I mentioned earlier, we had too many mugs and cups in our office. I think a lot of people can relate to this issue,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, not only in the office but also at their household.
Mm-hmm.
So we are bringing to them this water bottle that serves multiple purposes. This will help a consumer to reduce the amount of dirty mugs, which will result into less dishes that need to be cleaned.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, so it seems like you like our product, and as a purchasing director of Action, I would like to offer you a collaboration. We are hoping to provide you with our bottles for only €5 per piece. We are open in selling our bottles in limited amounts first, with the potential of expanding our partnership.
I like your idea, but the price, €5 per water bottle, sounds interesting. Can you tell me what kind of water bottle it is? Or,
Uh,
for example, the quality?
yeah, I can imagine. €5 may seem a bit too pricey, but don't worry, you're not paying for our marketing. You're paying for a quality product.
Mhm.
So here you go. The bottle itself is made from a thick two-layered glass, which makes the bottle very strong and helps to keep water hot for longer periods. Also, glass bottle attract less bacteria than plastic ones.
Hmm.
Our cap, as you can see, is also high quality, made from bamboo tree, since we don't want to contribute to cutting down trees. The filter is made from stainless steel,
Mm-hmm.
so in general, all the components of this water bottle are high quality and will serve a final consumer for long periods of time.
I heard you mention earlier that you are trying to not contribute to cutting down trees, but are there any other measurements you're taking to ensure that the production process of this bottle is sustainable?
Yeah, we have a lot of eco-friendly initiatives. For example, using recycled materials and minimizing waste. So this glass bottle is 90% made from recycled glass. Also, to minimize the waste, from our flavored pots that we will introduce a bit later
Mm-hmm.
in collaboration with Aerob, we created an initiative that if a consumer brings it back, the used ones of course, to the collection point, they get a 10% discount for the next set of pots. This way, we will minimize the plastic waste.
That's an interesting tactic. Another question. How big are your manufacturing facilities? Are you able to provide us with X amount of bottles?
Uh, at this moment, we can start with small amounts in order to get bottles into the stores in Amsterdam area first, for example. Later, if our partnership ends up being successful,
Mm-hmm.
which is probably going to happen, we are looking into possibilities of merging with Aerob in order to increase our manufacturing facility and get more technologies into our production. So I believe we will be able to provide a sufficient amount of bottles to successfully expand our partnership.
Okay, I can see your vision, but what would happen if the partnership is not successful?
Uh, Honestly, based on our thorough research, Action stands out as the ideal fit among the chain of stores.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't think that this partnership will not be successful. However, in case this partnership will not meet our common objectives, we have enough assets to pay you back the missing profit. I think this guarantees you are living the situation as winners in any scenario possible.
All right, I'm down.
So to conclude our very informative dialogue, we are ready to provide you with a small amount of bottles first for a price of €5 each, making sure that the final consumer is interested in this product. After a testing period, we can look into the possibilities of expanding our partnership, which I'm quite excited to do.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Uh, Good. I would like to thank you for coming here to our precious office And I would like to offer you to meet up next week for the second round of our negotiations, but this time at your office.
That sounds good. Could you quickly tell me what would happen in this second negotiation?
Yeah, during that meeting, we will be able to present our idea to a broader audience, so we can call your colleagues, managers,
Okay.
and go more into details of our potential partnership.
Mhm.
We could also demonstrate how the model works in different environments, such as an office or an outdoor setting.
All right. In this case, I'm going to let my colleagues know about your visit.
Yep, I'm looking forward for our partnership, Elena. Thank you for this conversation, and see you next week.
See you next week.